Morning friends, welcome back. So glad that you're here today. I thought we would just kind of spend the day together vlog style. So first things first this morning, I did not get up at 5. I set my alarm for 5, did not wake up. Decided to prioritize some sleep, so slept in till closer to 6 and then was with the kids, got them on the bus this morning and then hopped right on the treadmill. So it's almost 8 o'clock at this point. I've been trying to get my run done earlier, like around that 5 o'clock time before the kids get up. I find that I'm so much more productive on the day when I do that. But I also realize that sleep is important, especially because I had a really busy weekend. I actually had the opportunity over the weekend to go up to Toledo, Ohio with Garmin and work as a brand ambassador and race in a half marathon. So legs are still feeling kind of sore, still recovering from that, trying to kind of just take it easy, but had such a fun weekend, met so many cool people, and I was so grateful for the opportunity. It was really awesome. But yeah, today we're just kind of getting back into the swing of things, getting back into routine. I took it really easy yesterday, but today I just want to start feeling like myself again. So we got a little run in. I did 4 miles on the treadmill because, is that focusing? There we go. Maybe. I did 4 miles on the treadmill because it's actually been super rainy here and I didn't feel like running in the rain today. It was kind of dark and foggy. It didn't feel super safe. So stuck with the treadmill. Now I'm gonna eat a quick breakfast, just try to whip something up really fast. And then I am just gonna get my lift out of the way. So 30-minute run, 30-minute lift, hopefully. I think today we're just gonna hit upper body because again, legs are super sore, but it's a good sore. It's a good thing. And just gonna let them continue to recover. But yeah, let's go ahead and make some breakfast. Okay, this is my super simple 2-minute breakfast. I make probably at least 4 mornings a week, if not more. It's just 1 cup of Good Culture cottage cheese, about a handful, which is probably what, ½ cup of frozen blueberries. I like frozen berries in my bowl for whatever reason, and it's nice because I always have them even through the winter. A drizzle of local honey, and then a handful, probably about a ½ cup, I'd say. It's kind of dirty. ½ cup of my homemade granola, which is just sprouted oats, chia seeds, wheat germ, flaxseed, honey, and cinnamon roasted in the oven. I shared that recipe on YouTube a while back if you want to check that out. But this is what I have almost every day. It's full of protein, fiber, good carbs. It keeps me full. It's a very well-rounded breakfast that takes virtually 2 minutes to make. And then with my breakfast, I'm gonna have 40 ounces of water with 1 scoop of my creatine and an element packet. So that's kind of my usual post-run breakfast water combo. I did take a quick shower, threw some dry shampoo in my hair, threw on a quick 5-minute face, and we'll be ready to go here in a bit. But before we head out for the day, I wanted to thank Skims for sponsoring today's video. Before I discovered the Fits Everybody collection from Skims, or just Skims in general, I didn't put a ton of thought into shopping underwear. I would just buy what looked comfortable or what would look like it would fit. I never felt like I truly knew my size. And when I discovered the Fits Everybody collection from Skims, specifically their bralettes, such a game changer bra. I love it so much. It's buttery soft. It contours you in all the right places, but it also just kind of feels like butter, or like feels like it melts onto your skin. It's supportive without being overly restrictive. It is seriously the most comfortable bra I've ever worn. I really love the scoop bralette. You can see here, it's a really flattering neckline. I'm currently wearing it today, and it's seamless, so you can wear it under tight clothing, white shirts. It's not gonna show whether you're large chested or small chested. It just contours you in the right places, truly. And there is something for everyone in this collection, but this is my personal favorite. I love it so much. I even sleep in it most of the time. So it's something I can't go without daily. I wear it under regular clothing. I wear it with workout clothing. There's truly a bralette in this collection for every occasion, and you have to try one. So if you want to check out the Fits Everybody collection, you can use the link down in my description below to shop all my favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know that I was the one that sent you. All you have to do is select YouTube in the survey and select my channel name in the drop down menu that follows, and that way they know. And thanks again, Skims, for sponsoring today's video. I am ready to head out now. We're actually gonna go to the grocery store, and I think I also might stop at the garden center and look at Mums, and maybe, just maybe, grab a coffee. Mums secured. I almost said mums the word. Mums secured. I just got to the grocery store, but on my way to the grocery store, it dawned on me that it was about lunchtime and I'm really hungry. And nobody likes to grocery shop on an empty stomach. So I ran through Chick-fil-A really quick. It's right next to my grocery store. And I just grabbed a 12 count grilled nugget really quick. I'm gonna snack on this, and I'm hopeful that it will tide me over until we get home for a proper lunch. So I'm not calling this lunch, this is just a snack. I do have some sauce in there too. I've got some buffalo sauce. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but anyway, I thought I would just share that because yeah, I'm starving. Okay, mini grocery haul time. I've got some cleaning products. I needed to get a new scrub mommy. I have a rotisserie chicken. I think I'm gonna use this for either chicken salad or make some kind of chicken soup this week. I've got a slicing tomato. I've got one of these Buffalo Ranch chopped salad kits. These are my favorite with the Just Bare chicken. So good. I grabbed some of these 0 carb tortillas. I feel like I sound like a broken record, but I love these. Not because they're low carb, but because they're high fiber. 12 grams of fiber per serving, 60 calories. Can't beat it. Gonna make a wrap for lunch today. I've got some chicken bone broth for soup. I have a pack of these Chobani flips. They're like a dessert Greek yogurt treat. My kids really like these. I don't know what the macros are on them. I think they're like 10 grams of protein, 150 calories, something like that. Same thing, my boys particularly really love these Chobani Greek yogurt drinks in the berry flavor. These are also 10 grams of protein, so sometimes they'll have one of these with a bagel or something for breakfast. Bananas for a quick snack. These little sprinkles, they're tiny tomatoes.
These are so good. My kids love snacking on these. They're good for salads. I got a big thing of Honeycrisp apples. Cannot get enough of these lately. Grabbed some coffee creamer. I was out. And then some Laughing Cow cheeses. I grabbed the light and I grabbed the pepper jack. Grabbed a thing of Fairlife skim milk. I don't usually buy the skim milk, but I bought it specifically because I've been craving cereal at night before bed. So I grabbed this cereal. Looked pretty good. I think I've had it before. It's just been a minute. So that's just going to be like a bedtime snack for me this week. I like to plan those things ahead of time. That way I have things ready to go. Guilt-free that way. I've got some of these microgreens I'm going to use in my wrap. Same, I've got some baby arugula, some more cottage cheese because I go through this like crazy. I got some ground beef, some grapes, some baking potatoes. I've been really into baked potatoes lately. I don't know why. And just some bagels for breakfast really quick. So I already had some groceries on hand. This was just like a quick trip. Just needed to pick up a couple of things.
So something I get asked all the time is, Amy, what are your go-to lunches? I think as women, especially women who work from home or stay at home, you kind of feel weird just feeding yourself sometimes as a mom, I think. And this is something I have been making so often. You want to start with a carb balance high fiber tortilla of any kind, whatever brand you like. Has nothing to do with counting calories or anything like that. I just love that I get almost half of my daily value of fiber in one serving. Got that. Now this is like the secret ingredient, and that is Laughing Cow cheese. I have the plain light flavor. It's 25 calories for this whole block of cheese here. And what is so awesome about this is that on the wrap, it sort of scratches the itch of both mayo and cheese. So I don't have to use mayo or cheese. I just do one of these. You could use the flavored one, you could use the full fat one, whatever you like. You could use two of them because they're only 25 calories. But I'm gonna put this on my tortilla. And then I'm just gonna take a knife, it's nice and soft, and I'm gonna spread it on the tortilla. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of everything but the bagel seasoning. This is totally optional. You could also just use other seasonings, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, whatever you like. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that right onto that cheese and tortilla there. Next up, you're gonna wanna use whatever deli meat or rotisserie chicken you like. It doesn't even have to be rotisserie chicken. It could just be shredded cooked chicken you prepped, whatever. I'm gonna use deli turkey. I'm gonna go in with about 4 ounces. I've measured turkey so many times on my tracking journey that I can eyeball it just fine. And if I haven't said this, I'm not tracking calories or macros currently. I did it for so long that I'm pretty good about keeping tabs on like important things, right? Protein, fiber, making sure I have a healthy carb and fat at every plate. Mentally, I feel like I'm established enough that I don't have to track in an app anymore. But if you've never done it before, it can be really eye-opening. It can change your life, actually. It definitely changed mine. But anyway, so I've got my turkey on there. Obviously, the rest of the toppings are optional and you want to go with preference, but this is how I like to make it. I start by taking some tomato and I just slice it really, really thin. Sometimes I'll cut it in half if it's a large tomato like that and put it right on top of that turkey. And I like to add salt on top of my tomatoes at this point. It just gives the tomatoes better flavor. Then I've got some baby arugula and some microgreens. This is what I like to use. You could use spinach, you could use lettuce. This is just my preference. And then this is so funny. I follow Jaclyn Hill. You know, she's an OG beauty YouTuber. I used to follow her back in like 2011. And I still follow her on Instagram. And I've made some version of this wrap for a long time. But she shared a very similar recipe not that long ago, maybe a couple months ago. And in hers, she did pepperoncinis with a little peppercini juice. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try that out. And ever since, I have been hooked. I used to do jalapeno, but now I do pepperoncinis.
and I do a nice healthy amount on there. It gives really good tang and flavor. It's kind of like adding oil and vinegar to a sub, but better. So got a good amount there, and then yes, I do drizzle on a little bit of the peppercini juice too. I wrap with that baby bell, with the turkey, with the tomato, the arugula, the microgreens, and then those pepperoncinis. And this is so good. I'm gonna wrap it up and I'll show you guys how I'll plate everything. So here's what my lunch looks like. Here's what the wrap looks like cut in half. So good. And then on the side, I've got some grapes and just some pretzels for crunch. Since my wrap is low carb, I decided to add some carb sides there so that I have a nice, well-rounded meal. Also, just thought I would mention, I finished my first 40 ounces of water that had the electrolytes and the creatine in it. This is my second one I just filled up now that I'm home, and hopefully I'll have this done in the next hour or so. So just trying to drink more water. I've kind of gotten out of the habit of drinking a lot of water and I want to get back into it. I'm good about my electrolytes, but I'd like to get at least 2 of these in a day if possible, if not 3. And that's my friendly reminder to you to drink more water today. Oh, and what do you think? You want some lunch too? Does that smell good? Yeah. Are you hungry too? You already had breakfast. You did. Okay, I just wrapped up my work day. I'm gonna play around with some of the mums and pumpkins now. Now we get to have some fun. I have just a little bit before my kids get home. Today, like, flew by, oh my word. But I think I'm gonna move this asparagus fern. I've had it here on this tray on the coffee table out here for a while, but it's pretty summery, so I'm gonna move it with the other plants. I don't know if this is gonna look good in here or what I'm gonna end up doing, but I have this crock, just a vintage crock. I'm gonna put it here. And I think I'm gonna try to just stick this mum. Oh, it doesn't fit. Bummer. Okay, that's okay. I have another crock. Let's try this again. I've got another crock. I don't know if anything else will fit because this crock is so big. But I'm just gonna pop the mum in the crock. That looks good. And then I think I'm just gonna stick this little white pumpkin I got right in here next to it. The other thing I wanted to add to the back porch space were these plaid pillow covers I got from Etsy. They're wool and they're just perfect for fall. I think they're gonna look really cozy out here. So I'm just gonna throw these over them and see how they look. Just finished up playing with the mums and the pumpkins out here. I think that it feels really cozy without going too crazy. Is it Pinterest perfect? No, but adding just a few small pumpkins made a big difference, especially here on the mantle. I added those. We picked those up today together. I added some stacked pumpkins over there. And then these wool pillow covers definitely give a cozy fall feel, I think. And then over on my little potting bench, I do have a pumpkin. I've got a pumpkin candle, and then I added this sign a couple of days ago. It's actually a sign that I made on my Cricut like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just painted it with my Cricut, and I think it looks good out here. So yeah, I'm really excited to just continue to enjoy this space all season long. Just kind of curl up, read a good book, watch a movie, whatever, but it definitely is feeling like fall.
Do you ever feel like you have never-ending laundry? Because that's how I feel these days. I feel like I have so much laundry to do, but I'm going to fold this last load here, and I figured I would just wrap up the vlog here today. The kids are going to be home from school any minute, and I know they're all going to have lots of homework, and I got to get them snacks and get dinner on the table. Yeah, we have soccer tonight. I think all 3 of my kids have a game tonight, so it's just one of those busy nights. Of course, in soccer mom fashion, we're on snack duty tonight, so I prepped these cute little pumpkin bags with some fruit snacks, some Cheez-Its, a granola bar, and a Kit Kat. So fun little snacks. This is for Graham's team, my youngest, but anyway, busy season of life, and I'm loving every minute of it. But yeah, nonetheless, I feel like I'm doing a whole lot of laundry these days, but I'm also trying to just have a heart of thankfulness, thankful that we have a washer and dryer, and thankful that we have clean clothes to wear. But all that to say, I think I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. I hope that it just, I don't know, brought some encouragement to your day. Hope you feel like you can tackle whatever it is you have in store for your day, for your morning, for your work week. Know that I'm rooting for you, and know that you always have a friend here on my channel. So thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you knew, and I'll see you really soon in the next one. Bye.